South Pembrokeshire. If you took part or you were supporting someone, we'd love to hear your stories. We're live on social media, and well, I failed to mention before, I just mentioned it to Gordon now, we're also live on Instagram. So if you are an Instagram user, you can send us your comments live just by tapping on our symbol at the top there and take us around in your pocket. Long course weekend. Fraser, we're joined by a very special guest.
Yes, Nicola Coates, the treasurer of the Tenby Aces. You didn't actually compete this weekend, I don't believe, but certainly trained the Aces members up all year round with the swimming and heavily involved in the club. And Nicola, welcome to the show. You're at Tenby Aces, such a prominent group now, so well known at endurance events. How many athletes did you have taking part in this, your home event, of course, so to speak, and how did it go for them?
Well, we had 37 altogether. We had 14 did the full long course, and then the others maybe just did this, not just, but they did the swim, they did like a shorter bike or whatever, or they did half marathon. Sure. We had quite a lot through the whole thing. But like I say, we had 14 altogether did the full. We had one lady, Helen Monroe, she did it in 15 hours 22. And then we had 13 gents. The quickest did it in 12:23. If you want, I can actually name them if you want me to name them.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I've just got to look at my notes so I don't miss anybody out. We had Russ Clark. Excuse me. We had Gareth Rees, Richard Wintle. We had Billy Connor, Steve Amos, Jamie Sylvester, Jeff Adams, Ian Warren, Callum Safini, Harry Malone, and Darren Ford, and Lee Carson. Harry Malone is an 18-year-old member in the club, and he's got quite a story because he'd watched the Ironman since it was here for 2011 and always wanted to do it. He moved down to Tenby with his parents in 2011. His mum and dad, Fee and Vince, run the Tenby Post Office. They're the managers there. Now, Harry was diagnosed with autism when he was 2. And since then, he's overcome quite a lot of struggles and things like that. And from watching the events, he told himself he was going to do it. So basically, he joined us, and fair dues to him, he was very shy to start, very quiet. But he's come out of his shell now, and it's really helped him come on. And like I say, the club has really enjoyed his success because he did really well on Sunday. I think he did it in 14 hours 40. And then in Ironman, he was the youngest to do it last year, and he was Welsh champion as well. So it's great supporting Harry. And he's one of these lads who, when you're shouting and screaming, he doesn't accept the acknowledgement sort of thing. He kind of just gives you a bit of a sly eye. But afterwards, he's so chuffed, and his parents are so chuffed and get involved. And then we have another guy, Russell. Oh, actually, Harry was raising money for Macmillan's.
Brilliant.
And then we have another guy, Russell. He's from Haverfordwest. He's married with 2 children. He's an army reservist, and he was raising money for the Sandy Bear bereavement charity. And basically, he was coming swimming with me every Monday night on the North Beach in Tenby. And poor thing, he would hate me to say this, but he was scared to death. He was really, really nervous. And up until last week when I took him in the sea, it was a little bit rough. In fact, it was like it was on Friday night, and I thought he's not going to make it. And to see him come round before he went in for the second time on the first loop, and just to see his face, he was so chuffed. And anyway, he went and did it, and he completed the whole event. So it's really great. You know, you get involved with the people, you get involved with their families, and they get, the kids are out there supporting in their Aces top, and they're screaming at them. Oh, it's really, really good.
Nicola, sorry, Fraser. Nicola, did you say the name Richard Wintle?
Yes, I did.
He's a former Welsh rugby international.
He is. Yeah, actually, he was swimming with me in the sea this evening. We've been training down there.
I remember his name back in the 80s. When you said that, I thought, oh my God, fair play to him.
Yeah, I think he does something medical now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he funny enough, I haven't seen him.
Ophthalmologist, I believe he is. It's eyes, to do with the eyes.
That's right, yeah. That word, but I know it's to do with
That's the word of the day, ophthalmologist.
It's like, I was surprised to see him because I said to him, you must be tired after doing all that. Because no, I've come and he really enjoyed his swim. But yeah, it was good. And we had some people. What's really great as well, because of Ironman in Tenby, I work in a hotel. I work in the Guild Hotel in Tenby on reception. So I see all these.
That's good
people.
advertising, that, Nicola.
Yeah, thank you. But we have so many people staying for
Yes.
the long course weekend, the Ironman, and we get to know them in the hotel, and then they come and train with us in the club. You know, they come down before Ironman or long course to say, oh, you know, we want to get training. And basically, they come down every year with their families, and they enjoy it so much from all over the world. And then they go and they'll stay in Manorbier, or they stay in Saundersfoot the next time.
Or the Giltar.
Or the Guild. Oh, they fed up with the Guild now.
Nicola,
But we had 2 people tonight swimming with us. We had 17 tonight, and we had 2 people from the Newt Club, which is the Newport Tri Club, and their dad had done the long course, and they came and swam with us tonight. And that family has been with us for about 10 years, and then they go back to Newport and tell their club, and those people then will come down, and
That's excellent.
It's like a big family now. It's brilliant.
Nicola, I want to inquire about something you said that you.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell.
A few athletes.
Sorry,
you talked about a few athletes already who've done both Ironman and long course weekend. Now, I've heard contrasting theories about this, and you know, Ironman is viewed as the ultimate test, obviously, because you're doing so much in a day. But I've also, you know, had feedback from athletes that the long course weekend is a lot more difficult in terms of you stiffen up if you're doing the whole full events, because obviously you do the swim, then you've got to get out of bed early Saturday morning, you do the cycle ride, you potentially seize up again before the run. From your own experiences and from experience of talking to aces as well, what is the overriding feeling, or what is the more difficult event?
Yeah, the most people say the long course, because they go home and of course you stiffen up, like you say, and all that. Ironman, you know that you start at 7 o'clock and you finish at 11 or whatever. You've got your 17 hours, and you just basically keep going, and you've got the adrenaline. So you know it differs really, to be honest. But I haven't actually completed myself the full long course, because the first year in 2010 they did the swim on the North Beach in Tenby, and the marquee and the finishing was on the harbour. Then when Ironman Wales was coming to Tenby, they said, right, okay, we're going to do the swim on the South Beach, because that's where Ironman originally said they were going to do it, because it's easy to get the bikes then from the car park. So anyway, this day, 2011, it was a boiling hot day. The sea was absolutely flat calm, but the current on the South Beach was horrendous. I actually, believe it or not, and this is no way to lie, I was waving to somebody standing on the beach in Caldy. The sea had actually, the current had taken us so far. So everybody was getting out the end of the beach and running. So when I got back to the chute to go out on the second loop, my time had run out. I was too, they said you can't go out on the second loop now. So I did only the one loop. I've done the full bike and the full marathon, but not, obviously, I didn't get the medal because I didn't go back out.
Yeah.
But which was a bit disappointing. But, well, I won't do it again. It's too hard now. I love swim running now, which is a different thing to the long course. But still, Activity Wales.
Swim run, is that the one where you're tethered to someone else, or is that a different kind of sport? Yeah. Myself and my husband were training last year or the year before for it, and we were arguing so much swimming across the course. It was getting children out the water because they couldn't stand the language. So basically, my husband and me decided that we were going to do it separately. But basically, you go in and do a swim, and then you run. So they've got it next month, Activity Wales. We start in Freshwater East and go to Amroth, or the shorter one is Lidstep to Amroth. I did Lidstep to Amroth, but it's really good. I broke my ankle. I went over on my ankle the other day, so I'm not.
Sounds really good, that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm old now. I'm 61, so I'm brittle.
Welcome to the club. I'm the same.
And then go on, Fraser.
No, go.
Yeah, so I'm just going to look back then. First of all, swim run's another one for you to investigate, Fraser, if you're unfamiliar with that format.
If someone swims for me.
Yeah. And then looking back at Tenby Aces then, Nicola, explain the setup there and the camaraderie. Off air, you referred to yourself as the mother hen. Explain about the Tenby Aces in general then.
Okay, no. It started in 2007, and we've averaged since about 5 years ago, we're over 100 members. We're 120 something at the moment, but not all of them are local. Some of them are from all over Great Britain, again, who've got to know us through training for Ironman, a long course, and represent us as what they called a second claim. So say they were from Worcester, that would be their first claim club, but they call us their second claim. Right. Anyway, so basically, like I say, I'm the treasurer, but I do a lot of the organising on the Facebook page, you know, saying about our sessions. We have run sessions on a Wednesday, swim sessions on a Monday to Friday, our cycle sessions are a Tuesday and a Sunday. So basically, we put all that information out. And like, if you went on our Facebook page tonight, for example, you just see all the people who did the long course, all their photos, all their, you know, what happened and stuff like that. And basically, everybody, even this weekend just gone, we had some people not doing that. Obviously, we did have you ever heard of an aqua bike? Where people swim and bike? They were up doing that. And then we had people doing time trials, which is 100-mile time trials, where you just keep going for 100 miles as fast as you can. So we do quite a lot of different things, different events.
Keep you busy.
Very busy.
And one of your members, a good friend of mine, he will tell you quite frequently when he does an event. Of course, Ricky Morgan is off to Germany, isn't he, to represent you in a couple of months' time.
I love
We'll
Ricky.
know all about it. It won't go missing on social media.
Ricky's the one I was just saying with the time trials. He was the one yesterday who went up. Yeah, Ricky is hilarious. I love Ricky. He's brilliant, and he's a good member in the club because he always. Oh, let me tell you this story quickly. He did the Cotswolds triathlon a couple of weeks ago.
He did. Yeah.
Did he tell the story about what happened when he was running?
No, but
you're going to tell it.
It's hilarious. He was running along, and these people could see his Tenby Aces tops, eh? So they were going, come on, Tenby Aces, come on. They said, do you know Ricky Morgan? And he's like, well, I am Ricky Morgan. So they're saying to him, you know Ricky Morgan. And so he said he was running along, he was laughing his head off, but he didn't have the breath to turn around and say, I am Ricky Morgan.
Gordon will recognise his name because actually after leaving, good footballer Ricky these days.
Yeah. Oh, you know the story, mate.
Yeah, to do all these endurance events, and he's now just gone through a midlife crisis. Actually gone back to football, playing with Tenby United.
Actually, Ricky Morgan accidentally broke my nose. He was playing for Tenby up front. And I went ahead of the ball over Ricky because he's so short. And he did one of these fancy flicks and hit me straight in the nose and broke it. Well done, Ricky. Thank you, mate.
I was going to say, you must have stooped down low.
I was going to say, I can visualise Ricky jumping up and headbutting you.
No, not quite that. It was accidental, purely accidental.
A very, very good striker.
Very good player.
Can I mention as well, going back to the long course, one of our members, Edward Clements, came third in the marathon.
Yeah, superb.
Yeah. Wow. And then we had another member, Scott Malson, who is an ex-horse jockey, rider. Yeah, horse jockey. He was coming 5th on Sunday morning after his swim and his bike. He did a fantastic bike. He's the same. Do you know Ollie Simon?
Yes.
Yeah, Ollie. Scott and Ollie had the same time. They were kind of together. But poor Scott then on the run, after about 4 miles, he had a bad stomach. So he had to stop, but he was actually coming 5th.
Wow. Oh, right.
Yeah, well, actually somebody dropped out. So he was really coming 4th before the run. But anyway.
Yeah.
So that was good. And then in the past, we've had members who have won the marathon and stuff like that. So it's been brilliant.
Yeah, excellent.
And good for the town as well, because we had people. One person was up on the top of Snowdon once, and they had the Tenby Aces, and people were saying, "Oh yeah, we know Tenby, or whatever." And it's really, the Ironman and the long course has brought a lot of, should we say, fame, for want of a better word, to Tenby.
Yeah. It's brilliant.
Oh.
It's a great advert, isn't it, for the
Oh,
whole
really
area and the scenery and the support around the route. And just want to touch on that support around the route because it is on closed road, so there is access for pedestrians. And I imagine with a familiar shirt, and one thing that I've done with my half marathons, having your name on your shirt, having your name shouted out, having your Tenby Ace community behind you, I imagine is the great feeling.
Yeah, and we love it because we kind of know now. Somebody, for example, the other day, somebody was saying, okay, so-and-so's just past Pembroke, so-and-so's just past Lampthe. So you know who's coming. And then we got a friend then with her binoculars and she's shouting, no, so-and-so's coming. Do you know what I mean? And then people love it. And if you make a mistake, if you see a blue top come in and it's not an ace and they get to you, it's not a case of going, oh, it's not you. You know, we really say, you know, have a bit of fun with them. And we're always trying to see the names, like you say, on the number. And you say, oh, go on, George, or whatever, and he's looking at you. And it's like, yeah, how do you know me? You know? So,
What?
A little bit hoarse today, to be honest, because all the shouting yesterday.
It's a long weekend for supporters. What's next? What's next for the Tenby Aces? What's next on the calendar?
In a couple of weeks' time, we've got some people going up to the Cotswolds to do a half marathon, a half Ironman distance up at the Cotswolds, and then we've got what else have we got coming up? My husband's just in the background. Tracy Wheelchair. Oh yeah, Tracy. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm saying to my husband, Tracy, you. One of the girls in the club is a really good runner, long distance runner. So she's going to Chamonix, and she's doing the MTA what do you call it? The Mont Blanc, is it? Mont Blanc thing. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's going to World Championship over there. Yeah.
That is no barrel of laughs.
No, that's
no. That's tough.
Yeah. She actually had a bad accident on her back when it was icy a couple of months ago, well, Christmas time, and she's really come back good. So she's going to do that. She did I don't know if you know the Narberth Nobblers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fraser knows it well.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, he's competed at that.
Once broken, never repaired.
They do some really fun events. Well, on Saturday, they did a navigation event up the Preseli Mountains where you're given a map and you have to find.
Oh my God!
Yeah, so they do that. So
I get lost up there on a good day.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, me.
Nicola, it's been great catching up with you and hearing all about the Tenby Aces and about this weekend and what you're all getting up to in those different disciplines. The Facebook page, just search Tenby Aces, I assume, if anyone's interested.
Yeah, that's right, exactly, yeah. It's only £15 for the year.
Oh, amazing.
That's cheaper half the price, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And yeah, please do keep us updated as to all of these exploits that the team are getting up to, and Mont Blanc and all the other swim runs that you'll be doing as well. We'd love to hear about it and shout about it here on the Pure Sports Show with Eaton-Evans and Morris. We're going to take a moment. The T20 cricket is starting tonight, and also I know that Gordon and Fraser want to pay their respects to Adam Muscat and everyone impacted recently following the collision on the A477. Nicola, in the meantime, though, thank you so much for joining us. It's been great to hear from you, and looking forward to seeing those blue and yellow shirts out and about more in the future.
And I want to take you three in the sea for a swim one time.
Oh my God!
I'm up for that. Just me.
I'll need a wetsuit.
Take care. Thank you so much. It's not long gone 9:15 here on Pure West Radio.
Everyone in the family likes to do different things, and the time